You ever feel like a house has a heartbeat? Like it breathes while you sleep and watches you while you're awake? I never believed in things like that until I bought this house. This was supposed to be a fresh start, but what I found inside, I was never meant to see. I found a hidden room in my new house, and I should have left it alone. All started with a listing that felt too good to be true. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in a quiet neighborhood, half the price of anything else in the area. No major damages, clean inspection report. The real estate agent kept emphasizing how fast it needed to be sold. Owner passed away. No heirs, she said casually, like it was just paperwork. I didn't question it. I just signed. From day one, something felt wrong. The first night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing noises, soft creaks in the floorboards, the faint sound of something brushing against the walls. I blamed it on the new environment, old plumbing, rats maybe. But deep down, I felt like the house was studying me. Day 3, I started unpacking the basement. A cluttered mess. Tools, old furniture, dusty boxes labeled in faded marker. One box simply read, "Don't open." Naturally, I did. Inside were photos, hundreds of them. All of the same girl. Pale, dark eyes, always in the same white dress. Sometimes standing in the yard, sometimes staring out a window, sometimes just behind whoever was taking the photo. The creepiest part? The dates on the backs. They spanned from 1973 to 2001, but the girl looked the same in every photo. She never aged. I threw the box back in the corner and left the basement. But the dreams began that night. Dreams of someone whispering in my ear, of soft giggles echoing through empty halls, of that girl standing at the foot of my bed, mouth open wide in a silent scream. One morning, I noticed a breeze in the hallway. Not just a breeze, a draft. There wasn't supposed to be any airflow in that part of the house. I followed it to the end of the corridor, behind an old bookshelf built into the wall. I pushed it aside, and my fingers found a tiny latch. The wall creaked and opened. Behind it was a door. Not a normal door, a narrow, crooked wooden one with scratch marks along the bottom. No knob, just a rope to pull. I hesitated, but curiosity is a terrible thing. I pulled. The room was pitch black. The air smelled like rot and rusted metal. I reached for my phone light and stepped inside. There were chains. Not new, but rusted thick and bolted to the floor. Stained sheets, old candles melted into the ground, symbols drawn on the walls, a crude mattress in the corner, and in the center, a mirror. Only it didn't reflect me. The image showed the room, but empty. Then, slowly, the girl from the photographs walked into view. She turned and stared through the glass, her eyes wide, her mouth opening. I ran. I slammed the door, pushed the bookshelf back, and sat on the floor, panting. I should have left the house that day, but I stayed. I had to know what was going on. I went online. I searched for the address. Nothing. No records. No mentions of previous owners. It was like the house didn't exist until now. I contacted the real estate agent. Disconnected number. I went back to the basement. This time I was ready. Flashlight. Gloves. Salt. Don't ask why. I'd seen enough horror movies. The door opened easier this time, like it was expecting me. Inside the hidden room, everything was the same, except the mirror. Now it showed me, and someone standing right behind me. I spun. No one. I turned back to the mirror. Gone. I stepped closer. The surface shimmered, like water. I touched it. My hand went through. I felt cold, wet. My fingers were numb. I yanked back, but something grabbed me, something cold and sharp. I screamed and pulled harder until I tumbled back out. A scratch ran down my arm, deep and red. I ran upstairs, locked every door, didn't sleep that night. The dreams got worse, not dreams anymore. She whispered to me when I was awake, the girl, begging me to let her out, telling me she was trapped, that the house was her prison, that she had been waiting for someone like me. I stopped leaving the house. I couldn't. It wouldn't let me. Every time I tried the door, it was locked, even when it wasn't. The windows wouldn't open. My phone died and wouldn't charge. I was trapped. On the 10th day, the power went out. The house was silent, except for the sound of the rope on the hidden door, swaying. I don't remember walking down the stairs. It was like I was being pulled, drawn in. The door was open, the mirror was glowing, and she was there, clearer than ever, her eyes bleeding black tears. She pressed her hands against the inside of the mirror. Her lips moved. "Let me out, please." I reached forward, but just before I touched it, I saw something behind her. A dozen more figures, twisted, hollow, crawling, reaching. I screamed and ran back upstairs. That night, I broke a window with a chair and jumped out. I didn't pack. I didn't look back. I just ran until I found help. I told the police. They found nothing, no hidden room, no mirror, no photos, just an empty house. They didn't believe me, but I know what I saw. I checked the listing last week. The house is up for sale again. Half price, just like before. Some doors are meant to stay shut, some rooms are built to be forgotten, and some houses, they're not homes, they're traps. If you ever find a hidden room in your house, don't open it. Don't go inside. And whatever you do, don't touch the mirror, because once you do, it knows your name, and it will never let you leave.